The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Please confirm audio video. Everyone. Okay, so thank you for the wait. So let's proceed as shown on the screen because taking off is not a good solution. So let's move ahead. In the previous session, we have seen OWD is good, but it cannot solve all the problems. Plus, no flexibility. So in the real-time project, we do use OWD, but after that, we just don't stop there. We go to the other scenarios like profile and permission set. So let's speak about something related to profile. Let's focus on profile. So first of all, make the concepts clear. What is profile? When we have things like OWD, why we need profile? So you understood yesterday, in OWD there is no flexibility. In profile we have flexibility. This person should not see data. That person should see data. We cannot do in OWD. In profile we can do. And that's why it is useful. Now we are going to meet with our client. As we discuss this security scenario, we are going to learn by keeping in front of us a car company project or our client in the past of Interlogic, but we will take a different company name, let's say Tesla. So Tesla company is asking for a meeting. Meeting started. Tesla is saying, guys, we need one help. Actually, in our scenario, what we want that there is a guy, Tom, in our company. So he is from finance department. So we want some selective sharing or selective access, especially for Tom's department, that is finance department. We said sure, no problem. But what exactly you want? Tell me. Client said, see, there is an application called as dice.com. We want all the people in the finance should have access to that application. Next, there is an object dice.com. They should be able to work on the records of dice.com, their own records. Plus, they should also have access to other people record. We said sure, no problem, meeting over. Now let's see guys how we can solve a profile. OWD never speaks about this like this application, that application. No. Where is the facility of show this application, don't show that application in OWD? So definitely solution is profile. So what we will do is we will create a record from Shekhar. We will try to see that record from Tom, and by giving the power of profile, see, repeating again, we will create a record from Shekhar, let's say record number 1, and we will try to see the record from Tom by using the power of profile. And this way, automatically you will come to know the power of profile. But before we proceed, We want to close all the doors for Tom. Only by profile we want Tom should see data of Shaker. For that purpose, what should I do to OWD? Tell me. Meanwhile, you tell me, and I will log into Salesforce. What shall I do for OWD? I don't want anyone to see anyone's data. Correct? Private. So, dice, it's private. Fine, totally fine. And we want to close all the doors for Tom. And then by profile we want to show. Okay? Fine, this is done. Now next step. So this door is closed. Now we need to create a profile, a new profile for Tom. How to proceed? Okay, listen one story. Imagine there is a person. The name of the person is Ajay. Ajay is going to Ajay is going to start a company. So what he did, he first of all taken an area on the rent, let's say this area, and he created three rooms. One is for HR department, this is for finance department, and this is lobby. Step number one. In step number two, he mentioned a notice board on the wall with clear instructions. HR department should not talk about anyone's salary, should not tell salary bonus to each other. There is a printer they can use, but there is a scanner in the lobby they cannot use. Finance department should not talk about recent investment or investor share in the company. They can use in the lobby scanner, but they cannot touch printer like this, etc. etc. And third step, he hired some employees in the company, some for finance, some for HR. They entered their cabin on the first working day. They have seen very clearly the instructions are mentioned on the notice board. They realize company wants us to follow all these things, and they started following, and the company of Ajay started working nicely. That's it, story over. Now, what Ajay did, same thing you have to do for profile setup. If you understand the story, 50% work is done. So, first step he did what? He created departments. Same thing we need to do. We need to create profile. Second step, what he did? He added rules and regulations. Same thing in the profile, in the department, we need to add rules and regulations. Third step, he added employees. Same thing here, add the users in that respective profiles, and this is how we can create the profile in Salesforce projects. Okay, so let's do hands-on. First step is to creating the profile. So let me type here left hand side profile, and then only one option you will get. Click on that. These are the profiles which we got by default in Salesforce. That's why you guys can call this as standard profile. But the thing is, in the real time project, we cannot use standard profile. I will tell you about that very soon. But as of now, just keep in your mind in the real time project, we don't use standard profile. We create our own profile. So click on new profile. Okay, let's see how we can create new profile. Now a question may come in your mind that Shekhar, you said create profile, but I can see the word here clone. And if you watch Bollywood, Hollywood movies, then you know what is the meaning of clone. That's a very common thing, kind of a duplicate of someone. The same here, we are doing duplicate of profile. Why are we not creating from scratch? Okay, now listen carefully. As an admin in Salesforce, you cannot, or by this option in Salesforce, which is the famous option, you cannot create profile from scratch. There is no way by this way. You can only copy. It's the rule of Salesforce. So, out of all these existing profiles, standard profiles, you have to decide you want to copy which profile. Simple. Okay. Now a question may come in your mind. So Shekhar, this time I should select what? Because I can see there are so many profiles. So which profile I should select? Okay. Please note. First of all, you should ask yourself a question. You are doing all these efforts for which user? Tell me. Yes, Tom. Very good. Open Tom's record. And now see what is the license of Tom. Correct? Salesforce. Look at this. So compulsory you also select such kind of profile here so that here in this area Salesforce will come. Here in this area Salesforce will come. That's it. Please note that here in this case, let me tell you, if I select this, you can see it's coming authenticated website. If I select this, chatter external. If I select this, something else. If I select this, yeah, now Salesforce. So this way, you have to manually change the existing profiles. Please note. And then only it is possible to proceed. Otherwise, see, you cannot add Tom, okay? This should match. This and this should match. Okay? Next. Profile name means what is the new name? You are doing copy of this, right? So what should be the new name? Okay, anything, your wish. So we'll give some meaningful name. Uh, um, Dice.com finance profile for Tom. Okay. By the way, once you create the profile, you can even change it. Okay. So we can do like, let's say instead of live.com, we can mention time the finance profile for Tom and team like this. Anything is fine. But look at the screen. This is the Wipro interview question. After creating the profile, can I change the license? Wipro interview question. No, you cannot change the license. Okay, remember it's an interview question. Next. After that, which application they can use, they can work. Okay. If you remember, in the demo session, we have seen what is default and what is visible. In the demo session, we have seen this already. Okay. So now here you just have to select. In demo session, we have seen for only one application, right? But here we have option to select for all the applications. So this department can see which application and which one is default for them. Default means Whenever they log in first time, then XYZ application should open. That is default. So you can select here. Scroll down. After that, you have tab setting. This you have seen in the second demo session. Remember, default on, default off, tab done. Second demo session. At that time, we have done this for one object. You have here so many objects. There is a standard object. If you come down, you will see custom object. Please note, in that, let me tell you, we are going to select. Now what we are going to do, we are going to select the indeed.com. So where is, sorry, that dice one, you can see default on. Okay, no problem. You can change this also. You can change this also. Okay, next. After that, what we have in the profile, then you have administrative permission. From the name itself, you can see that these are such kind of permission which are useful or suitable for important people in the office. Not any Tom, Dick, and Harry should have this access. Only important people. For example, Author Apex. This facility will allow someone to do coding in Salesforce. Now, do you think you want to give this facility to anyone in the office? A data entry person, a data entry person in the office, a security guard, a transportation person, or marketing guy. Are you okay? Marketing guy doing coding in Salesforce? No, right? So this way you can do only for selected people. Bulk API handling. Now there is a concept, or I will say feature in Salesforce called as data loader. In that there is one option called as hard delete. Means permanently delete the data in 1 second. Now will you allow your company's precious data to be deleted within few seconds permanently and give this facility to any normal person in the office? No. So you can understand now what I'm talking about. These are the facilities for very important people. Let's move ahead. So many options are there. Many of them you are not going to even use for many years in your career. But anyways, these are here. As per the requirement, you can use. Next is general user permission. This is for normal person, nothing special. For example, run flows. What is problem if anyone is running the flow? Send email. What is the problem if someone is sending email through Salesforce? Nothing difficult, right? Nothing problematic, nothing complicated. So these are the features which are useful for normal people. Next, now object permission. People from this department can access which object, they cannot access which object. It's all about that. But it's standard one. And our dice is custom. We are here for talking about dice object. So scroll down and go into the zone of custom object. And we are here. Please note that here in this case, let me tell you that now we are going to focus and learn this concept. But wait, but the problem is this name and this heading I want to keep in the same screen to teach you properly. But they are not coming. That's why for 2 minutes, if we assume our object is, let's say, business address, and then we learn the concept, then will there be any difference? Instead of learning 1 plus 1, how to add the numbers, if I do 1 plus 2, any difference in the concept? No difference. So let's assume for 2 minutes our object is business address, and now we will have both in the same screen. And now let's learn the concept. Okay, what is this concept? Very useful. See now. Imagine in your office there is a department, finance department, that we discussed already. In that we have one person that is called as Tom, and we have second person that is Peter. Apart from that, we have one more department, let's say HR department. In that we have a person or lady called as Nancy. In this, Tom is the creator or owner of the record number one, Peter record number two, Nancy record number three. And now imagine I selected, and please note our focus is on this, okay? So imagine I selected business address. In that first option, read. What will happen? First option, read. Simple. The people from this finance department can read the record. That's it. Okay. Create. They can create the record. Okay. So suppose Shekhar, Tom got the create facility and that's why he created record number one. But this edit and delete facility is not given. So he can't edit delete? No, he can't. But wait, this is his record. He's the owner. Doesn't matter. Tom is owner. Tom is CEO of the company. Doesn't matter. Here, everyone should get the access, get the checkbox selected. Then only they will get the access. Then only they will get the rights. So even though he's owner, it doesn't matter. Here we need this facility. So you can see this is so powerful that without this facility, even your CEO of the company cannot work in Salesforce. Okay, third facilities. Now he can edit the record also. Fourth facility. Now he can delete the record also. Please note, now imagine by this way, Tom can read, create, edit, delete. Fine, all good. Now, record number one. Okay. Now, what about this? Tom would like to make some changes in the record number three. Please note he has read, edit, create, delete all the access. Answer is not possible. Why not? Please note, have you read the heading? The heading is basic access. So he will be getting the access of only his record. The records where he is owner, only that records. Only that records. And what about then record number three or record number two? Yeah, I'll tell you. Now look at the heading data administration. This is the special rights by which we can actually allow the people from the department to see others' data. Others means which people? Same department or different department. Doesn't matter. Anyone. Anyone. Anyone? Senior management, vice president also? Yes. CEO of the company? Yes, yes, yes. Anyone. That's why this is also very powerful. So now I want Tom should able to see other people record. Let's say Nancy's record. Click on view all. So now he can see any record in the company, but please note only view. And if I want the facility to modify the record, this one, this one. Please note that in this scenario, now let me tell you, everything is available from last many years in Salesforce. Only this one came recently. Anyways, people are not using this that much in extent, but anyways, let me tell you for your knowledge that if I select this, then in the business address object, whatever fields are present, whatever fields are present now, and whatever fields will be created in future, for all automatically access will be given to the Tom and his department. Automatic access to all new old fields. That's it. Okay. Now let's have some kind of questions and answers. Imagine there is a marketing department. In that we have Peter and we have Tom, or I will say instead of Tom, let's say Adam. Peter owns record number one, Adam owns record number two, and there is, let's say, sales department, and here we have Gary. Gary owns record number three. Okay. Now, whatever setting we are doing all this setting for marketing department. Okay, this profile, or I will do one thing simply. I will mention here finance department because, anyways, the name of this profile is finance department. So, whatever setting we are doing, it is going to be for these people. Now, with this background, tell me if I select this, can Peter delete the record? Good. Can Peter create the record? Yes. Now, whatever record Peter created, even though he is owner, can he delete the record? No. We need to select this last option. Okay, I have given create, edit, delete all these facilities. Now, can Peter delete the record of Ajay? Yes. But wait, Gary is from another department. Can he delete the record of Gary also? Can Peter or Ajay delete the record of Gary also from other department? Yes, department doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Here, the simple scenario is if this is not selected, they cannot see other people data. Same department, different department is not going to matter. So if I select this, yes, they can delete data of anyone, irrespective of same department, different department. This delete first, view last, all the fields, irrespective of any department. So remember, guys, these options are very powerful. That's why in the real-time project for the normal people, we never give this last options. Very powerful. That's why. Okay. Fine. Now let me remove this because our focus is dice.com. And if you remember, the requirement was that people from this department should see their own record, work on their own record, and only see other people records. So what are the options I should select? Tell me. Only they should see other people record, but they can do anything with their own record. Tell me. Good. Very good. Now you're looking quite clear. Please note that they said their own record. So first all four options should be selected, and they said they should be able to see others record, and that's why, guys, we need to ensure that we are selecting the option called as view only or view all. That's it. 1 2 3 4 his own records, and fifth one view all. That's it. Okay, scroll down. After this, you have some session activity, not that much famous, but one of the option is regularly used in the Salesforce project. Let me tell you, session timeout. What is that? I hope you might have seen that if you logged in on your net banking software, But let's say a phone call came on, someone came on the door and you're speaking with them. And once you came to the system, you will see you're automatically logged out because you're not active for security reasons. Right? Same way in Salesforce also, after how much time of inactivity, we should force log out of to someone, then you can select by saying session time on. There are also some facilities like password policies, which you should not decide by your own. This is decision of customer that what should be the password of this password expiry for this finance department 90 days, 30 days, 60 days. Enforce password history. How many previous passwords should not be repeated? So the standard practice is 3. Please don't select something like 24. Otherwise, the person will go through mental trauma. If you select 24 password can't remember. Standard practice 3. Minimum password length, ask client. Password complexity should include alphabet, numeric, what ask your client. Password question. So do you want password question or not? Ask your client. And like in that password question, your password should not be included. For example, your password is, let's say, India, for example. And we also have some questions. Wait, I think some technical issue. Please check now. Can you see now? See, I'm just marking. Can you see? Yeah, okay, fine. So please note, I was talking about that after the profile thing, we have seen this session timeout, then password policy, where you can ask all the details to your client. Password of the finance department should be expired after how much time? Enforce password history. How many previous passwords should not be repeated? Standard practice 3. Minimum password length, ask your client. Password complexity requirement, password should contain alphabet numeric, ask your client. Password question requirement. Now, guys, we have password questions when sometimes log in. What is your first school? What is your first teacher name? What is your childhood friend? Like that. So let's say your login into Salesforce is, let's say, India. This is your password. Let's say India. So in the security questions, what is your school friend name? What is your favorite place, etc. This password should be included or not. It's simply asking this. Please note, don't worry about all these things. Just ask your client. This is not our area. Maximum password login attempt. How many wrong passwords the person can enter, and after that he should lock. For example, if I select 3, so after 3 wrong password, the user will be locked. For what duration? 15 minutes, 30 minutes, or forever? If I select 15 minutes, after 15 minutes, he can log in again, he can try again. But if I select forever, then how he can log in? So he needs to call us or he needs to mail. I tried wrong login, wrong password, I got locked out. Please help me to log in. Then here we need to type user, go to the user. Imagine Tom said, I got locked. Okay. So click on Tom and click on reset password. Okay. Remember, this is very useful for you in the office. Many times people will forget the password and they will lock themselves. No problem. Click on this, click on reset password. By the way, if you observe that we are already done with our time, but to cover some substantial area of today's session, which we could not start because of technical issue, we are extending a little bit more. Okay, remember, anyone is getting late or anyone wants to go office to etc., you can log out and watch the video. No problem. Okay, so now guys, let me tell you that here, so we have seen login attempt. obscure secret answer. Now, when you're typing the answer, what is your, uh, let's say, childhood school name? So, let's say, for example, you're typing in Salesforce that A, B, C, D, English school, something like that. So instead of that, Salesforce will say, I can show something like this. If you want, you can select to keep privacy. Require minimum 1 day to reset password. In the past, people used to reset password regularly, multiple times per day. Salesforce gave this feature. So if you want, a person after resetting the password cannot change again in 24 hours. You can select it. In the past, what used to happen when we reset the password or create the account or whatever, or especially reset password scenario, we used to get email from Salesforce. Same email you got in the demo also, where you set your password, right? Or we get email here also. But in that email, Salesforce used to set link, and that link used to expire in a very short time. So people complained, Salesforce, can we get some more time? And then Salesforce gave this option. So you can select this option so that the email which will be received by people will not be expired when the email is forgot password. Okay. Next. And save. So ask your client, don't decide by your own, and that's it. So this way we have created department. Second step, we have created rules and regulations. So remember the Ajay story? First, create the department. Second, create the rules and regulations. We are done with that. What is the third step? If you remember Ajay story, what is third step? Yeah, add the people. Very good. So go to users and learn how we can add the people in the department. Click on edit of Tom, and then you can select your profile and select finance department for Tom and team and save. That's it. That's it. Okay, fine. Now, a question may come in your mind, Shekhar, here we have only one person and one department, so it was easy to go by this way. But suppose I have hundreds of people to add in the department, then very simple. Then you can use some kind of tool like data loader. You can do also code and you can accomplish this in just few seconds or few minutes when you have large number of people at that time. Next, please note that in this scenario, let's see the things are working for Tom or not. Okay, click on login to Tom. After that, you go to this dice. Have we given the access to dice? Yeah, we have given. And it was view all access. So click on this and click on all. Yes, he can see all the records. So it's working. And if he's trying to change, error is coming and it's working. So you can see things are working. He can see everyone's record, but only see. Okay, fine. So this is about the facility of profile. How we can give anyone facility in profile, even though doors are closed in OWD. Doors are closed from OWD. Okay, next. Now this is a very important thing before you start assignment or even work in the office. Never use standard profile. Never use standard profile. Never use standard profile. Never use standard profile. Now a question may come in your mind that Shekhar, why I'm writing this so many times? Never use standard profile, only use custom profile. Because guys, I have seen in the past one common mistake. of students using standard profile, one person in a batch or two people in the batch. Sometimes they do this, not regularly. And what they do, they don't get expected result. Even though after telling in the class, they don't remember, they don't focus, and they create a profile with standard profile. Sorry, they create a user with standard profile. Then they don't get the expected result. They try by their own. Then they try to contact me on email or our team asking for spoon feeding or help. We tell, please look at the demo session before your payment only. We told you the clear policy of this program, no spoon feeding. Then again he try, again he see all the videos, and then he realized that unwantedly I wasted my so many days. Trainer already told never use standard profile, and I did not pay attention. I used standard profile, and that's why to avoid your time loss, I have shown here in 10 lines. So why we don't use standard profile even in the office? Because guys, standard profiles are for example and they have limitations. They are just for sample purpose. So if you add a user with any standard profile, they will face so many limitations in the office. And that's why we don't use standard. We create custom only or we use custom only. Alright, that's it. So now there are some these are some important things that we wanted to discuss, whatever we have seen now, and we are done with our agenda. So thank you for the wait in the beginning as there was some technical issue. But now we are done with our substantial agenda. It's time to meet tomorrow. I'm signing off.